actually a funny story.
Thinking like, oh my God, the heat bed, then a piece of glass, and then I was putting blue tape over it. It's like not even close.
So I'm James Wright. I'm standing in Micrologic, which is the home of eMachineShop and Pad to Pad. And today we're machining some parts for an aerospace customer. We're making some parts behind you on the laser, and we're just making parts for our customers. It's actually a funny story. The company was founded by a person our founder who did a lot of programming and really started out as making programs. So they made this CAD software before they actually started machining. And the CAD software, which people know as eMachineShop CAD, makes it easy for people to design parts. So first they got into that business, then they got into the business of machining. I think customers use us because we make it easy for them to order, especially reorder. If they have their parts already in our software, it makes them easy to reorder. They get an instant price, and that's why they stay with us. And the other big thing is quality. So when I first came into this business almost 2 years ago, I wanted to change a lot. We have changed a lot to make it better for customers, but the people who work, my employees, they are adamant that no change can affect the quality. So the quality is in the culture of eMachineShop, and they are fanatical about it. So I think that's why customers stay with us.
Yeah, so I'm Justin. I'm the customer service manager at eMachineShop. I'm responsible for making sure that parts are done right, that the customer is served right. We make sure that we look for any outstanding issues with the parts. You know, we really have like an eye over the parts before it gets into production. So we try our best to make sure that the customer gets what they intend to receive and not exactly what they ask for. I think that's one of the biggest things, one of the biggest challenges is kind of noticing what the customer wants and then providing that for them, even though they may not have necessarily asked for that. So, you know, garbage in, garbage out. So it's kind of like finding those little quirks and things in those design files and making sure that everything's fully prepared and communicated to the shop, and that can be a big undertaking sometimes, depending on the complexity. But 2018, so I've been here for almost 7 years now. I guess like earlier on, like one of my biggest undertakings that I took upon myself to do was to actually dig into our automatic pricing. So we have a software that does design for manufacturer checks, a DFM check, as well as pricing. One of the biggest things was getting into the nitty-gritty, seeing how that model is done, and then actually ensuring that it's doing what it's supposed to do and it's consistent. I think that was one of the biggest things that I've accomplished while I've been here. We're a fairly small team, so efficiency is number one, and in order to handle a large volume of orders and parts and providing attention to all these customers, efficiency is just a requirement in order to give everybody attention by the end of every day, you know? In terms of efficiency of the team, there are tons of procedures in place. I mean, I've been the customer service manager for 4 years now, and I started as a representative, worked my way up. Through that, you know, we just have a really tight-knit group. We have a good team, and we all bounce off of each other, and that kind of helps ensure that everyone's making the right decision and that they can come to a decision within a timely manner. Biggest value add that we got from DigiFabster was actually adding it to our homepage website and allowing people to take whatever design they have, upload it onto our website and see a price instantly. While we do offer what I think is great software for designing and pricing parts, it is limited in the fact that many people don't use our software and we can't provide instantaneous quotes for those things. That's definitely the biggest boon that DigiFabster provides for us. I'm more of a director in that regard. Like I'm not getting down into the trenches, actually plugging things together. But I would say pretty much every time that I've had to connect something together or make DigiFabster work with our in-house designed CRM, the API has pretty much been there, and there's been a way to integrate it together. I don't think we've hit any roadblocks at any point in time where the API didn't support what we were asking it to do necessarily. Yeah, I mean, that kind of goes back to how I got into this, in the first place. I studied as a graphic designer, kind of turned into my own personal product designer. I have a 3D printer at home. I like to be close to making things and having these resources available. Just working here through osmosis, I've learned so much about machining, how things are made, the industry of making things, and that's really It's really what brought me here.
Long before me and the other investors got involved with eMachineShop has been focused on making things easy for the customers. What DigiFabster has done for us is made it easier for those customers who don't use our CAD and also have their own files to get an instant answer. So this is part of our continuously improving our service to customers. We're trying to set ourselves apart from small shops, small businesses, by continuing to make things easy for the customers and thinking about the customers first. I'm still learning. We're still learning. We know a lot of our competitors that are bigger, lots more money, do it better. But I think what we learn is to be authentic, be ourselves, show what we have, and don't bore people. My favorite part of work is the recurring customers, talking to them, and finding new customers. Of course, it's a small business, so there's so much to do, but my favorite part is being with the customers, finding out what they need and where these parts are going in their process. I think for us, definitely growth. eMachineShop has been around for a long time, and it's gonna have to be around a long time after I stop taking care of it. So I'm a caretaker right now. So we have to grow. And the challenges to that are the same for the industry. They're the good challenges where there's a lot of domestic production happening, and there's also a lot of demand for domestic production. So our vision is to grow, but also keep our lead times down. Also manage our costs, which is probably going to mean going to our raw material suppliers and getting better terms. So we want to grow, we are going to grow, and we're just going to have to continue to change as fast as prices change or competitors change. We just have to be agile, and the industry is going to have to do the same thing too.